Hello and welcome to another Glenn Maney Talks Chelsea, and what a game! What a game for the feel-good factor to Phil Stamford Bridge, eh? Well, today it was Chelsea 7, Norwich 0, and it could have been a lot more, couldn't it, really? Could have gone for the 10, I think, if they'd really stepped it up. But yeah, great stuff. Tim Krul as well. When you lose 7-0 and your goalkeeper is probably man of the match, that just about says it all, doesn't it? Mention first of all for Matthew Harding. It was 25 years yesterday. Yesterday, the day before. It was 25 years anyway this week. He passed away. I couldn't believe that. Absolutely couldn't believe it. I remember going in the Imperial Arms and people saying, "Oh, that's the guy over there that's saving the club." He wasn't an Abramovich. He was a barrow boy that did well in the stock market, and yeah, worth about, I remember at the time, about 300 million, which was, you know, more money than anyone could have dreamed of, you know. And I say it was pre-Abramovich. Chelsea were in trouble. Bates, he held his hand out, and Matthew Harding had always been a Chelsea fan, stepped in and I think, reading between the lines, I know there's a lot of bad blood between Bates and Harding, but reading between the lines, Harding saved the club. So yeah, Matthew Harding, great round of applause today for him, well deserved, and just nice that he's still remembered, part of the Chelsea family, you know. So we started with Mendy in goal. We had Reece James at right back, Chilwell at right wing back. In the middle we had Chalobah, Silva and Rudiger. That was a really nice, strong looking defence, that was, wasn't it? And but with attack in mind as well. Then we had Jorginho and Kovacic, defensive midfield. Although they both got forward a lot. And then we had Mason Mount in front of Callum Hudson-Odoi, who played just behind Kai Havertz. And yeah, what can I say? It's going to be a short one today because it was such a brilliant all-round performance. I know Norwich are a poor side, but you can only beat what's in front of you. City only done them 5-0. A couple of teams have struggled against them. So yeah, it was a good all-round performance, really. Yeah, the goals. Callum Hudson-Odoi to Mason Mount, who hit it perfectly from what, 25 yards maybe, and Krul didn't have a chance with that one. Then we had Callum Hudson-Odoi actually getting on the score sheet himself. Callum Hudson-Odoi, after the first 10 minutes, was a lot more direct today, beating that last man, cutting inside a lot as well, and taking people on. And Kai Havertz, I've got to take my hat off to Kai Havertz. I know he got taken off, but you know, he was up against a right big lump in Hanley. I've watched Hanley play a lot for Scotland, and he is what it says on the tin. He's just a big lump, but he smothers you. He gets all over you. But what was happening today was that Hanley was going close to Havertz, bringing another player towards him, another Norwich defender towards him, in case Havertz slipped him, and that was creating even more space either side. So I think Havertz was quite happy to have Hanley climbing all over him all afternoon, because it was creating space for the rest of the team. So well done, Kai Havertz. I thought it was quite a disciplined performance from you. So yeah, Callum Hudson-Odoi finished off the second one. A lovely finish as well from James. The Callum Hudson-Odoi pass to Mason Mount for the first one. Then Kovacic, beautiful ball through to Callum Hudson-Odoi, who just lovely, sublime finish just down to the keeper's left to our right into the net, no chance. But the build-up play to all these goals was absolutely beautiful today. I thought Jorginho was excellent today. Jorginho passed it to Mount. to James. Again, a great finish from Reece James, just as if you like a forward. I hope Timo's training with Reece James this weekend, because he put it away beautiful. Fourth one was the Chilwell goal. Then we had a Max Aaron's own goal where Callum Hudson-Odoi got basically to the byline, whacked it across, and the guy, the Norwich defender, put it in. Krul got a hand to it, but couldn't stop it going over the line. Then we had the twice taken Mason Mount penalty. Oh, by the way, by this time, that other lump had been sent off. What a lump he is! No skill. The other lump in there with Hanley. What a couple of mannequins they've got at the back. Yeah, Ray. He'd been sent off. It was clear. It was second. It already been booked earlier on, and it was just went through the man basically. Not a lot of contact, if I'm brutally honest, but enough to warrant a second yellow card. And then we had the twice taken Mason Mount penalty. He got lucky there, didn't he? It was a good save by Krul first of all, and I think he got his leg to it the second one. And then, of course, a big driving run near the end from Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who again, good when he came on. When he lost the ball, which he did a couple of times, straight back behind it, and he just pushed it through. Probably could have took the shot himself, but passed it sideways to Mount very unselfishly, and Mount got his hat-trick, which I was pleased to see. So that was one in the eye for the Mount haters out there, you know, both Chelsea supporters and non-Chelsea supporters, because I thought Mount was superb today. I was touch and go between Mount and Jorginho for man of the match, even though they were all good, and but Mount really get a hat-trick and put a shift in like he did today. You've got to get man of the match, really, haven't you? So yeah, that's all I really had to say on that. So we'll go straight to the scores. Second half, they put 3 up front. Second half, you're losing 3-0, and you're playing against Chelsea. Let's face it, are no mugs, and you put 3 up top. I couldn't work that one out at all. But there you go. So much for Car. What his name is? Daniel Farquhar, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't understand that at all. But who cares, really? I don't. So yes, Mendy. Mendy. Mendy came out with a tackle of the game. He had nothing. He had nothing to do. He had 2 balls to catch in the air that I can remember. But they had an attack. Was it Pookie that was through? Might not have been. But no, it wasn't. It was the other young lad. I can't remember his name. But anyway, he was going to go. He was trying to go round Mendy, and Mendy come out with an immense tackle. That leg's got to be 12 foot long, isn't it? It's got to be. But he cleared it anyway. Mendy, you're going to get an 8. He was going to get 7 just for not having anything to do, but doing nothing wrong. But that tackle, it gets you an 8. Reece James, very good going forward. Got his goal, striker's finish. Good defensively and great going forward. That game was made for him today, and a good chance to give Aspie a rest. So excellent. Chilwell got his goal, brought out a superb save from Krul, and put one over. Could have had a hat-trick himself. Very good defensively, very good going forward. Chilly's back, and yeah, he gets an 8.5 from me. Chalobah, excellent, didn't put foot wrong, gets an 8. But especially good in the air. But I tell you what, a couple of times, just a nod back to the keeper when he was under a bit of pressure, and just nothing seems to faze him. And the sign of a really good, well, footballer, but particularly defender, is not being rushed, not being worried by anything, dealing with the situation. Yeah, he gets an 8 from me today, same as Silva, who marshalled the defence brilliantly. I know we weren't under a lot of pressure, but he always gets us up 20 yards, putting more pressure on them. When he's not in the side, When was that last game that he wasn't in the side? Was it Brighton? And you know, we drop. We drop. When Silver's in the side, he pushes us forward and he leads by example. A couple of times, you know, he'll a couple of runs where you think he's going to pass it, but he just gets us 10 yards, 20 yards up the pitch just by using that. Rudiger was Rudiger, wasn't he? Would love to see him score when the guy handballed his shot at goal. It was going in if Crawley hadn't saved it. Then obviously Mount took the penalty, but I'd love to see Rudy take it. Hope he sorts this contract out. If he don't, he don't. I'm not one of these advocating we give him what he wants, because he wants £400,000 a week, you know, and he's not a Ronaldo or a Messi, but he is a blooming good defender, and you know, give him a decent amount. But and the other thing you got to consider is that if he does go on a free, no one's got to pay a transfer for him. They can give him 400 grand a week, can't they? You know, because they're looking at it as a transfer acquisition. Us, I suppose it's the same with us. How would we replace him? We'd probably pay what, 60 million to replace him. It's a hard one, isn't it? Let me know what you lot out there think. Be interested to know. Yeah, Kova was excellent today. Gets an 8. Jorginho gets a 9. Always made himself available. He was very forward thinking today. Didn't slow the tempo down too much. Don't remember him giving a ball away. I thought he was absolutely superb today, Jorginho. Mason Mount gets a 9.5. He's got a hat-trick. Great contribution. He looks right up for it. On the, you know, really on his game. Didn't give them a moment's peace. When he lost the ball, he won it back again. Absolutely superb. Callum Hudson-Odoi gets an 8 from me. I thought he looked a lot better defensively. Put a proper shift in. Always a nuisance. Got his goal. Finished, great finish. And yeah, responsible for the 4th goal as well. Was it the 4th goal? The own goal? No, the 5th goal. Responsible for that as well. Just a good performance from him. I want to see him build on that though, because there's still an improvement, still lots of improvements to be made, both offensively and defensively. Havertz, yeah, Havertz gets a 7.5 from me, but I thought he had a decent game for the reasons I've already said. That Hanley is a big lump, and he wasn't just drawing Hanley to him, he was drawing the bloke that was covering for Hanley as well. And so we had so much space really because of the attention that Havertz was getting. So couldn't play his best game, but involved in most of the early stuff, and it's so intelligent and just really had that Hanley running around where he wanted him. Took a bit of a kick in as well, because that Hanley does like to come through the back here. He's just basically a big lump. So that really is that. There's not a lot more you can say about that. A nice confident performance to start a Saturday off. Tuchel, he gets a 9 from me. He left Kante out, which I look. Whenever Kante's out of the team, I look at the team sheet and go, you know, when we finally lose him, I hope we get someone into, you know. Mind you, got Conor Gallagher's looking as if he's building towards that way, so perhaps he'll be back there. Who knows? We've got Billy Gilmore to come back, but Kante is, I think, he's almost irreplaceable. You've got to find ways of replacing him. But yeah, when he's not on the team sheet, I always worry. But there you go. And everyone else right on their game. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, when he came on, was good. Barkley had a shot at goal. Ziyech when he came on, he looked sharpish as well, didn't he? He certainly took a couple of shots on. Maybe it's just a good confidence builder all round that game. Well, it's not long today because there's not much to say. We were superb. I shall speak to you later in the week. Thanks for watching. Throw us a like if you can. Please subscribe to the channel and please enjoy. Up to Chelsea.